Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about the alignment between IT security governance and IT governance. IT security cannot be implemented without IT security governance. And without IT governance, IT security governance cannot be established in an organization. IT governance is about doing the right thing, and IT service management is doing things right. These two sentences establish where IT governance and IT service management needs to be placed in an IT domain. In a nutshell, IT governance is a framework of well-defined roles and responsibilities with a set of policies and procedures that make decision-making efficient and effective. In IT governance domain, there are four domain areas and four process areas aligned to these domain areas. Value delivery and strategic alignment contains the process areas like strategic planning and IT alignment. Performance management lays down the policy processes for a efficient organizational structure and key performance indicators to measure the performance in this various structure. Resource management is about well-defined roles and responsibilities at each resource level as well as efficient process for capacity planning. Risk management is about enabling decision-making capabilities for the resources, also holding together accountability for this decision-making. Information security is at organization levels and it covers three objectives: confidentiality, integrity, and availability of information, commonly known as CIA. Information security covers information generated from non-IT assets and IT assets, whereas IT security governance is the system which an organization uses to direct and control IT security. IT security is primarily used for the information generated from the IT digital assets. Now, why do we require IT security governance? There are some compelling factors which have led IT security governance to be implemented in every organization as a priority. The first of them is the brand exposure in social media. Today, social media is a great tool to promote the company and come near to the customers. But at the same time, it also has a risk where the company information can be manipulated through the social media. Confidentiality and regulatory breaches is the second point which has compelled organizations to take IT security governance more seriously. Integrated data. In today's digital world, all the data is integrated. It is no more in silos. Applications are integrated with each other. Data is also in an integrated platform. So any vulnerability in one of the application platforms provides access to the information which is generated across multiple platforms. Global legal compliance requirements and liability risks. The necessity to become global also poses a challenge. Today employees work across the region which has different legal requirements and legal compliances, which is where IT security governance again becomes more important to be implemented in a thorough and proper way. IT security governance and IT governance often overlap each other because they both provide the guideline and standard to protect the digital assets. Information security is about information generated from digital and non-digital assets. It's at the organization level, as we had discussed earlier. Whereas information security governance is about managing the information and securing the information generated from the IT digital assets. Now, IT security governance is concerned with making decisions to mitigate the risks, whereas governance or IT governance determines who in the organizational structure is authorized to make these decisions. This is why there needs to be alignment between IT security governance and IT governance. In this slide, we will be talking about how this alignment can be brought in at a foundation level. Okay. This alignment cannot be implemented as a big bang approach, but can be gradually matured in an organization. To start with, the alignment can be brought into the four process areas of IT security governance and IT governance. IT security governance should be the driving force for the IT governance to implement the policies and processes in these four areas. First, IT security governance side should define the institutional structure to define the duties and roles and responsibilities for ensuring IT security. Accountability should be brought in through IT governance based on these roles, and decision making should be allowed. Second, risk governance. IT information security governance should identify the different IT risks and how they can be mitigated. From the IT governance structure, these mitigations should be implemented and controls should be implemented to ensure that these mitigations are properly implemented and added to. Third is the policies. IT security governance should define the security policies to govern the IT information. IT governance should bring these policies into the processes and define the operational processes to measure confirmation against these policies. Last is the compliance. IT security governance should define the framework or parameters to set for compliance and which should be regularly audited. IT governance should ensure through its processes and procedures to that this compliance is adhered to and enforce this compliance and support in the audit of this compliance. So this is how in a nutshell at the start you can implement the alignment between IT security governance and IT governance. Do subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. I look forward to your feedback and comment. Thank you. Bye bye.